The Wild Frame YouTube channel, and I'm deep in the heart of the Alaskan wilderness. Well, there goes my ride. I'm gonna leave the kayak here and go look for a campsite. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is explore a little bit. There's plenty of wood. Looks like a coyote's been walking up and down this beach. I keep finding tons of these little skeletons. They feel really light, like they belong to a bird. Little sea urchin. It's a fish jaw. Look at all those teeth. That's the top half of a beaver jaw. Look what I just found. Those are bear paw prints right there. Not sure what kind of bear it is, but this is where I want to build my campsite. Well, I walked about 2 miles round trip down the beach looking for a spring or creek. I've got about 4 liters of water, but right now, I've got to focus on building a shelter. It's getting late. With the rocks behind the fire and the canvas behind me, this is really toasty, which is good because it's gotten chilly outside. I packed a pretty simple meal. This salmon, I caught some silver salmon a couple of weeks ago and smoked them. Then I mixed the smoked salmon with brie, honey, walnuts, and garlic. Got myself some blisters. Right there and there. It's late and I've got a lot to do tomorrow. I'm gonna put up the camera. Hopefully we won't have any bears joining us tonight. See you guys in the morning. Good morning. It's cold outside. Well, before I get the fire started and cook breakfast, I think I want to complete the fire ring. I need to find a couple of and another one of those. I'm sitting here finishing breakfast, and I can see a flock of seagulls diving on bait fish right there. Maybe I need to rig up the rod. Just checking my bait, and I reeled in a flesh-eating starfish. All right, I'm gonna go put him back. That's an eagle feather. That's from a young bald eagle. Only got about 1.5 liters of fresh water left, so I've got to go look for water. Well, the surf fishing wasn't paying off, and we've got a few hours before high tide, so I'm hiking back to the kayak to see if we can go do some kayak fishing. While I'm at this right here is a tidal river. It changes direction. I think I'm gonna put my kayak in and catch a ride out into the bay, see if we can't catch some fish. Let's stop and have lunch. Dried mango. We'll let the current take us down the river, then catch the tide back. I'm hearing an ominous roaring noise down that direction. We've got some pretty serious breakers here. If I flip over in this, I'm gonna go hypothermic immediately. I've been sitting here for a few minutes. I think that's the trick. Oh crap, whoa! That was a lot crazier than I intended. This iceberg is making crazy noises. It sounds like it's being deep fried. The water is about 40 to 45 degrees, so it's much warmer than the ice. I want to see if I can catch myself a fish for dinner. Usually the fishing is better underneath cliffs than it is along the beach. Here's a little kelp greenling. Nice little fish. I think I'm going to catch something bigger. Oh, there we go. That's what we want. Look at that, a beautiful black bass. Where there's one of those, there's usually more. Oh, we got a big one! Look at that. I believe this is a copper rockfish. You're only allowed to keep one of these per day, so I'm gonna let him go. There we go. Another beautiful black bass. I've got more than enough head back and find some fresh water before the day gets away from me. The fishing's been pretty awesome. I've got dinner, but I'm getting thirsty. I'm so glad to see this water. Dang, some of those waves are popping up 6 feet tall. I'm just gonna portage. I'll drag it over this little spit of land over here. That way I can avoid all that craziness. There we go, we're back in the river. Man, that current is ripping. That'll have to wait until tomorrow. Well, there we go. We caught dinner and survived to tell the tale. It's supposed to get even colder as the week goes on, so I'm gonna fire up the stove. I've got some bread dough left over, so I think I'm gonna make a Bushcraft bread oven. We've got the oven stuffed full of wood, and the dough is rising in the pot. I'll let it rest while the fish keeps smoking. There we go, fresh bread. Is there anything better than warm, fresh bread? Yes, warm, fresh bread with smoked fish. Rockfish is such a firm, white meat, really good. And there are few things better than warm bread with butter and honey after a long day out here. That was a good day. fresh fish, fresh bread, and an incredible place to camp. Tomorrow, I'm heading toward the glacier. I'll see you guys in the morning. It's another beautiful day here in the Alaskan wilderness. Today, we're heading toward the glacier. Let's get the fire going and start the day. Before heading to the glacier, I want a good breakfast. A hot meal and some coffee are the perfect way to start another day out here. Everything's packed up, the fire is completely out, and it's time to head for the glacier. It's going to be a long paddle, but I can't wait to see it up close. There it is, the glacier. Every paddle stroke brings me closer. Listen to that. The glacier is constantly moving. Watching this place is incredible. The seals don't seem too bothered by the kayak. I'll keep my distance and just enjoy the moment. It's not every day you... Out here, you have to stay alert. The blue color in this glacier ice is incredible. Some of this ice has been frozen for hundreds, even thousands of years. Holding a piece of... There it goes. A huge section of the glacier just calved into the lagoon. The sound is unbelievable, and the waves travel surprisingly fast. What an unforgettable experience. Seeing the glacier this close reminds you just how powerful and beautiful nature really is. It's time. What an incredible adventure. From building camp and catching fresh fish for joining me, and I'll see you on the next Power.